Hi everyone and welcome to episode 16 of 40 Something and Fabulous in London. I'm Inez Roberta and coming up on today's show, I'll be sharing with you my experience of working with the latest fitness craze, resistance bands, in particular the booty band. Also, I'm going to be looking at a healthy version of the classic pasta dish, carbonara. I call it fakenara because it neither has pasta nor meat. Finally, the concluding part of the story of Red Rose Man in the dating section of the show.
Today's recipe is a twist on the traditional Italian carbonara. I call it fakenara. It's low sugar and low carb, and I'm using Linda McCartney's vegetarian pulled pork, which is a delicious meat-free alternative to pork and bacon. I start by frying garlic, shallot and 2 leeks in a pan until soft and golden. I then add a packet of Linda McCartney pulled pork along with a packet of chestnut mushrooms. I cook this together on a high heat. When it's done, I add a large pot of half-fat creme fraiche and also a small block of half-fat mature grated cheddar. I cook this together for about 10 minutes. Now here comes the clever part. I want a low carb option, but my boyfriend loves pasta. So here's the solution. In a large glass dish, cook some pasta, place it in half of the dish. The other side of the dish, part roast some cauliflower with cumin and turmeric. Next, pour your fakenara mix over the top of the cauliflower and the pasta. And finally, grate some more cheese and sprinkle over the mix and add some salt and pepper to give it a nice cheesy top. Place it in the oven and bake for 20 minutes or until golden brown. And there you have it, a delicious low carb, low sugar Italian dish. It really is so tasty. I often serve with a green salad or with some spinach. Enjoy!
Now on this week's fitness section of the programme, I've decided to look at resistance bands. Now, resistance bands have been around in the industry for many years, but more recently, booty band has become famous. So I wanted to look at what is it about the booty band that is different from the original. Now, the original bands, if you don't know, are almost elasticated, very thin fabric and quite stretchy. The difference with this and the booty band is the booty bands have these grips, almost like a rubber grip on the inside. They're also made from material, so they're a lot more durable. Now, the actual brand booty band itself prides itself that it burns faster than any other band. It builds and shapes and tones leg and bottom muscles. I've decided to go for a different brand to try it out. A friend of mine also has this brand, Elvire. They look identical. My friend has both, the booty and Elvire, and says they are equally as good. They are half the price. The booty band retails for around $50, which is about £39–40. I got these on Amazon Prime, a set of 3, so you have different colours. They all look the same, believe me, they're not. The turquoise is the lightest, then the blue is medium, and the black, which I haven't even tried yet, is the strongest. Now, obviously, the more resistance you're using, the stronger the band, the more likely you are to build muscle rather than just tone. So I myself prefer to stick with a lighter band or a medium one for some of the exercises. Now, on the other end of the spectrum, you have USA Pro, who do the traditional thin, lighter elastic fabric, and that one is only $5.99. They do, however, have more tendency to slip. I'm going to show you a couple of exercises today using these bands. And you can also do these exercises without the band as well. So I'm going to slip this band just above my knee. Now, the idea of this is that you never have the band on the knee joint itself. It's either above, below, or at the ankle. So the first exercise I'm going to do is just a little resistance warm-up, which again you can do without the band as well. So I'm just taking the knees high, lifting the arms, and what this is doing is I'm having to push against the resistance of the elastic band. It's almost like having an elastic band around my legs. So I'm feeling it already, and I've only done a few. My knees soft as I bring my knees up, and I'm turning the knees out, so I'm working the outsides of the legs and also increasing my cardiovascular here. To make it stronger, I can also raise the arms as well. So that's the first exercise that you could do with these bands, and equally you can do without. I'm going to work a little bit on the outer thighs and the fronts of the legs as well. So I'm going to bend my knees nice and soft, almost like half a squat. Weight is back, I'm sitting back. I'm going to tap one toe out, bring it back, tap the other toe, and a little jump but stay low. So tap, tap, jump. Tap, tap, jump. If you don't want to jump, you can just continue to tap. And I can really feel this starting to work the tops of my legs and the thighs as well. Now, I've done these exercises before, but I've never felt the same that I do with this. You can almost feel the burn here. So we're back into tap, tap, jump, tap, tap, jump. Last exercise I'm going to do here, I'm going to turn sideways to show you, is I'm going to bend my knees softly again, bring the knee up, and I'm just going to kick back, bring it back, kick and bring it back. And this is working the glute. So if you can't balance, you can tap your foot down on the floor. Here, 45 seconds on each leg. Then obviously switch to the other side, keep the knees soft. Flexing the foot, tipping forward slightly, keeping both the knees soft. You can keep the foot off the floor or you can tap it down. So that's like a donkey kick. So I would suggest doing each of the exercises for 45 seconds, rotating and doing 3 rounds. So that's your booty bands. These ones are the old beer bands. So if you're bored with your exercise routine and you want to try something new, I highly recommend this. Every week now I'm going to be doing new exercises with the band. You'll do it without the band as well. On to our usual dose of internet dating stories. Tuned in for the last 2 weeks, you'll know all about Red Rose Man. He was the meek and mild man who I met online, who was very, very nice, but all he wanted to do was go shopping, take me shopping and buy me things. Now, all of my friends said, you really have to just go with this. I think he's a little bit odd, but completely no danger whatsoever. I had to be nasty to him when we were out shopping. So I had him walk behind me and I was demanding that he pay for things. And at the cashier desk, I had to say, he's going to pay for it, he's useless. It was really funny because I was trying not to laugh. Anyway, I left you last week thinking if he could clean my apartment and pay me £300 to do so. Now, all of my friends were like, tell him to come to me next. This is brilliant. You'll be perfectly safe. Have someone round, have another friend around. So I got a friend to come round. When he arrived, he was his usual lovely self. I'd known him a few months at this point. And we regularly just went out for coffee, and I think he was looking for companionship for this particular event, which was quite funny. And he said, I just need to go and get changed. Well, he went into the bathroom and he came out and he was head to toe in a French maid's outfit. Now, this is a guy who is a high flyer in the city. I'd say at the time, this was many years ago, he was mid-40s. He was head to toe dressed as a French maid. I really wanted to laugh. And then he proceeded to be on his hands and knees scrubbing my floor. He said, you just sit down on the sofa, can you shout things at me? So I'm sitting on the sofa watching TV shouting out, you've missed a bit, scrub the floor, get it cleaner. I have never in my life had such a funny experience, and all of this completely safe. This guy wouldn't have laid a hand on anyone. I think he had such a powerful job at work. He wanted someone to control him outside of work. Now, I'm not that kind of person. I just did this as an experiment to see how far this would go. And also, I knew at the time that I was putting my memoirs together of dating experiences. Also, I had great advice from my friends as well. And I had the security of having a friend with me. So after he left, he sent me a message saying he had a brilliant time. Would I next time hit him with a wooden spoon? Now at this point, I said, I'm really sorry, but I think my work is done here. I think you need to find somebody else. And that was the end of the little story. It was a great little experiment to see the kind of people that are out there. The long story short is, haven't used or would not use Craigslist. If you are looking for a relationship or anything serious, you are going to find some pretty strange people on there. So that's the end of the dating section for this week. Next week I'll be giving you more advice, tips, and another story to listen to. Take care.